Well, hello friends, Josevich here. Welcome back to some Hearthstone with some Elemental Priest. We had a little bit of fun with Silence Priest yesterday. And while I think we may have learned the deck a little bit, I think there's still a lot to go before we can feel a little bit more confident with it. And one of the things that we've done in order to kind of help that out is we switched to Elemental Priest here. We are going to go ahead and coin out the Cabal, just because we need a little bit of board presence to be able to start killing off some of these elementals. So this deck that we're running right now still runs Lyra and Elise as the big win conditions, combined with the Inner Fire and Divine Spirit. And the difference, however, being that in this deck, I kind of want a Potion of Madness to clear these. Oh, brutal. That's going to be painful, but that's okay. Hey, Firefly. That's pretty cool. We have some of our own. So yeah, we are going to go ahead and pain this one down. So maybe that freeze is going to be the one that gets continued to bump back to hand. But that's okay. Hopefully we can still slowly kill off some of our opponent's minions. Maybe doing some cool Potion of Madness stuff to steal the elemental, the igneous elemental. Hopefully nothing great from here. I don't even know what's a bad pickup if we don't have a lot of pressure on our opponent at this point. Come on, no return to hand. Not caring about that one, and that's kind of okay. Well, do we want a Potion of Madness though, actually? You know what, I think we are going to, because I want to go wide here. And I think the way that we win this matchup is by pushing really, really hard right now, because the deck that we're going up against, this Quest Rogue, is not really known for having a whole ton of removal. It's basically more concerned with just completing that quest. There might be backstabs, there might be eviscerates. But what we've done here is we played our elementals this turn so that we can activate Servant of Kalamos. Maybe getting... Oh boy, Glacial Shard. That's not cool. That's number 3. Oh boy, and number 4. Hopefully no prep into quest. That would be awful. But we could still survive that. Prep quest would be the worst thing, obviously, in the world for us. Not the worst thing in the world, but I just mean the worst thing in this game. I don't know why I said the world. That's a little dramatic, don't you think? So hopefully we get something huge out of Servant of Kalamos to give us a little bit of gas. That happens every time. Yeah, there's nothing that we get that's going to be 0. Oh, these are all pretty bad. I guess we got to take the big guy. Just because the health really... Or do we want another Radiant Elemental to help this cycle a little bit? Not the cycle, but just the spells going. I think we're going to take Stormwatcher. And then what do we want to get out of range? Let's get this out of range of Chargers. And then we'll go face here. There we go. Now maybe the Radiant Elemental is going to matter more. Not that we have any massive pickups that we can do at this point. Although maybe we could be looking for Divine Spirit Inner Fire combo, to be honest. Oh, Vanish is pretty rough. Quest is still in hand. That's... Okay, this is actually going to be a little interesting. Do we just discover again? How many cards do we have? Or do we want to flood the board and go wide? This is awful. I think we're going to save Radiant Elemental Lyra for later. We have 6 mana. 3, 2 is 5, plus 1 is 6. But that's really weak then. But then Flame Elemental Servant of Kalamos is also kind of weak. Oh, there we go. Blaze Color is going to help save us a little. That's the elemental we want to be discovering. Because this is going to kill one of the 5/5s from hand that's going to cost 1 mana. So the hope is that there's no backstab in our opponent's hand. The hope is that there's only slow minions once our opponent completes the quest. And then, ideally, we're able to trade into 1. Okay, and no prep as well is also a big, big thing for us. So we have maybe some Fireflies? Or what is this called? This is not a Firefly. This is the Flame Elemental. So there's going to be 1 Flame Elemental somewhere here. That's unfortunate for us. Oh, Patches is also no bueno. So double trade... It's a little unfortunate. Hey, there's one of the cute ones. We will most certainly try and work some of our magic here. Obviously, pain is useless. This is pretty nice just because it's obviously so quick. Our opponent still has a bunch of cards though. 6 cards total, 2 on board, 4 in hand. One of them, I think there's one more of these flame elementals that we just lost. Novice Engineer is really bad for us right now. I'm expecting weapon... Oh, Mimic Pod's awful as well. Just more resources is not what we want our opponent to have. So we will be able to death something. And honestly, maybe it'll be Priest of the Feast death on this, just so that there's no more cycling. If it doesn't get returned to hand right now. Oh, that's an awful one as well, obviously. How much is Radiant Elemental going to help? 4 plus 2 is 6. This goes 7, 8. So that's pretty good, right? 4 plus 2 is 6. Then this costs 2. We could do Lyra things, but I don't know that Lyra's really going to be helping us as much as we would like right now. And we'll death out the card draw, because I want this to be delayed for its death, so that it doesn't get to, our opponent doesn't get to just drop more 5/5s for 1 mana, which is what they would be. And I'm expecting, yeah, we are expecting this. Oh, that's tough. Oh, lots of chargers, excellent. We need to Lyra. No, we've lost. That's lethal on board. Forget anything else. Oh, this deck. So this might not be the best representation of what we're doing with this deck, but we had a decent enough game plan until our opponent had 20 damage from hand for 4 mana, which I think is pretty fair overall. Okay, so we have a potential mirror matchup, potential Silence Priest. Oh boy. There's all sorts of shenanigans that can go on now. There's actually lots of horrible things that can go on now. There's no way to really play this excellently. Even if I drop Radiant Elemental, just both trade in and then heal, and then we lose. We're just gonna pass. There's not much we can do in this matchup. I think we're actually very poorly set up to be able to handle mirror matchups. At this point, I think the Silence Priest generally does the best because there's so many 4 attack minions. And those are just basically then immune to... Oh, that's an annoying phone. I wonder if you can hear that. I'm going to close the door while our opponent goes. Nothing from the opponent? That's fine. At this point, there's probably debates of... Well, there's probably lots of debates. There might be health buffs coming in. That's what I'm... Oh, hello. Oh, this can be a nice... Okay. How do we do this? We could coin out Servant of Calamos. If our opponent had nothing last turn, they... Who knows? We can attack. No, the issue is we can't attack, heal, then attack and kill. Which is what I would love to do. If we attack, steal it, heal it, but then we could just coin out Servant of Calamos to get this kind of thing going. And then the 4 attack guarantees it's going to stick around. Ooh! Let's go Blaze Caller. All of these are good, right? And this is a golden Calamos too, so these are all golden. That's nice. Golden Blaze Caller is pretty good. Radiant Elemental actually combos really nicely, but we have one. Crystalline Oracle is not even the worst either. We're just going to go face here. Now we have power on board. This has been how many minutes now? 2 minutes of kind of just sitting around waiting. And we don't really know what our opponent's doing. They could just be Silence Priest. Okay. Our opponent could be Silence Priest. They could be some sort of control-y. We don't know. Maybe it's a Dragon Priest, to be honest. Oh, that's a really strange... we could mirror them completely, but I don't really want to worry about that right now. How do we do this? I guess we're going to go Death here. Right? We'll go Death there. Do we pain this down? I think we do pain that down. Simply so we can just kind of make this all smooth. Empty out our opponent's board. They're going to be looking to do the same thing we're going to look to do, which is hit a Shadow Visions and steal a bunch of packs. So we could be off to a crazy pack game, which will mean strap yourselves in because we're in for another 20 minutes of Hearthstone. But you know what? If our opponent has nothing to do, I mean, is it better to do this? No, I think it's honestly going to be better. How do we have to worry about fatigue, though? Like, I don't even know that I want a Northshire right now.
You wish to live forever.
So what I'm debating right now, this is going to attack every time. These are attacking every time. I'm not doing any health buff. I don't have any health buff. The question is, do we want our release out? Yeah, let's go with our release. That's fine. I mean, if we were debating elemental or release, I think it's better just to get more power on board. This is going to force a response from our opponent, which is okay. It's a pretty big response from our opponent. And again, that's okay. We're not really bothered by it. That's an elemental. That's an elemental. We'll heal, and then we don't want to Talon Priest these. These are far too small. We need to be Talon Priesting big things at this point, and I don't want to play a Northshire. Yeah, that was a pretty big Dragonfire. Maybe we could have gone Talon Priest, because if we'd thrown down Elise now, that would have been a great looking turn, right? And actually... Oh, and you know what? Our Servant of Calamos would be alive. Oh. Super slow play. Double, double, double. How aggressive can we go with this? I'm willing to pump this one up a little. Maybe, I mean, at this point, having pains and things like that are almost guaranteed. But our opponent has also played nothing and their hand is full. So I really don't know what to be expecting at this point. That's really unfortunate. That's a great steal. Shadow visioning packs. Okay, so there are definitely some things we need to be learning. I was gonna say if that's a pack, it's really bad. But that was what they stole, right? Ooh, extra pain. Extra pain for me. Northshire heal? Nothing heal. Wow. I wonder what's in our opponent's hand. They must just have big minions then. Double. So we can go to 6. 12 to face. I wonder if we do pump this in now. Yeah, I think we do. Let's go. So I'm expecting our opponent to have a very reactive hand. But it's oddly reactive. Like maybe they would have kept their death the last time. They could have had it lined up nicely, and there's the pain finally. Yeah, this is okay, I guess, for our opponent. Healing face, that's okay again. How much has our opponent drawn? Basically, they've only kept up with us. Oh, that's a problem. Is this active? I thought it was. Whoops, it didn't come out shiny to me. I didn't see it at first. Lightspawn's kind of super cool, isn't it? But Lyra's also kind of hilarious. I think Lightspawn might be more winning-ish. Is it? Just because we have the doubles. That goes to 10. That's a nice 10. But Lyra's kind of what this deck is. The shenanigans that this deck is built on. But we don't have the spells. I'm gonna go off board here. And we're going to heal this out of Dragonfire potion range for a second time. And I mean, if we played the Lightspawn, a second Dragonfire potion basically destroys us. So we don't want to be doing that. But we have a very strong board. This is very hard to be removed. This is a reasonably strong minion, and just because it has silliness. There we go. Look at us. Look at us playing around. Minions attack to be equal to its health. Okay. Healing me? No? That's okay. We have options now. We totally have options. I'm not a huge fan of... We could Cookie Chemist now. Is Cookie Chemist too much? Woo! That was the wrong move. What did I just do? Oh, how did I do that? Okay. I swear to you that I am paying attention. I can't believe I just did that right now. I thought that I thought I played Kooky Chemist. That's a ridiculous misplay. Oh no. In what is potentially such a cool control game. Okay. I'm focusing. It's really, really hot in here. Have I mentioned that? It's 30 degrees in this room, which is like 86 Fahrenheit if you're inclined to not use a base 10 temperature measurement. What's 30? 200 or 303 Kelvin if we want to use something that's a little more scientific. It is very hot. I'm having a hard time focusing, but that's no excuse. We gotta be able to win this, and that's nice. It's a 4 attack, so that's gonna be good. This is gonna be annoying. Potion of Mana, not the best right now. I am a little bit worried about getting this Potion of Madness, just because there's like our opponent hasn't been playing a lot of cards. I'm expecting a lot of reactive things. Top decking Shadow Word Pain is the best. Ugh. Okay, so we're good here. We pain this down. We attack in here. We heal this one up. And we throw down an elemental. We could have healed. We could have drawn there. I think at this point we can afford to draw. And it's... that's just ridiculous, that misplay. But that's okay. We'll figure it out. We're still learning. That's what I'll chalk it up to. Not the fact that I'm out of cold water. Oh, that's unfortunate. Silly game, silly mistakes. But I love it. One more, I think. Yeah, we got time for one more. Okay, so we got a quest game here. We all know that I am not a huge fan of this quest. I don't like it. Basically at all. We're hoping we can steal out a quick win here. I think that's going to be the game plan. We'll Tar Creeper. We'll slam down the Talon Priest and maybe Inner Fire, and then we'll be off to the races. And I'm hoping that's going to be the game plan for a victory. It honestly might not be enough, and honestly might be overcommitting. But I feel like this matchup and this deck in particular, this is kind of how you want to do it. That's a turn 4, 8-8. That's okay. But the issue is we needed to dodge some sort of hard removal right now. So next turn we're going to go Radiant Elemental. Slam, we hope it's not Execute. It is probably just lining up that Execute. That's brutal for us. We got those Pains. I think we're just going to Elemental. Is there anything we want to Shadow Vision? Do we want our other... Are we going to... I think we have to save that. I think we're going to have to save this for Elise Pack. I think that's going to be one way that we can win. I guess there is potential to actually grab the other Inner Fire. And maybe get some Divine Spirit combos. You know, get another one. If our opponent doesn't have the other Execute at that point, then we're good. This is okay because we have the Pain. It's obviously horrible, though, because... Oh, no, never mind. It works out for math. Math is great. Let's get something huge. Oh, that's a good one. That is a good one indeed. So next turn we can kind of cycle crazy Lyra things. And this is one of the reasons why we play Elemental Priest. Is because we can get Lyra. And I know some people call her Lyra. But I'm going to call her Lyra. So I'm sorry if that's not what you are used to and what you like. But that's what I like. Ooh, Tar Creeper's pretty rough for us. Elise is pretty cool. How do we want to do this, though? Let's go ahead and behold this glory of a new sun. Firefly doesn't really help us. Shadow Vision, if we get a Shadow or Pain, we're good, right? Double a minion's health. I guess we're going to take that and hope to do some shenanigans with it later on, right? We don't want to play that just yet. We are going to keep that alive, and we'll throw out the Firefly. Obviously super weak to Brawl, but I think we're basically always going to be. Maybe not always, but... Oh, Ravaging Ghoul. Sleep with the Fishies. Last Execute. There we go. Now we can... Okay. Now we can do things. Now we can do things. Oh, Shadow Visions. Not the worst thing in the world. We also have a Forbidden Shaping for later on. Let's go ahead and grab that pack right now, if none of you out there really mind too much. Oh, that's not what we want. Potion of Madness, we already got it. We can go a crazy OTK. Maybe we should do... Oh, is that too much? Is that asking too much of ourselves? Or do we want to cycle a little? I think we want to cycle a little. I think we also want to keep this alive. Oh, that's a little rough. Do we want to keep more things alive, or do we want to keep this at our higher health? Like, I'm thinking of just sacking both and going face, and then healing here. Well, we're healing here anyways. No, let's keep more things on board. This is still out of range for... This is out of range for Sleep with the Fishies, and Executes are gone. So we're kind of okay. It's really unfortunate that we got this now. We are going to have to dump our hand somehow. Uh-oh. Now they can Sleep with the Fishies and... Not clear board, but get pretty close to clearing board. That's a pretty scary one. There's no doubt about that. If we could steal this, we'd be laughing. We'd be having a laugh. 5, 6, 7. We can... I think we're going to kind of go for it here. In terms of what's going on here. Do we want to heal first? No, I think we need to use this for attacking. That's going to be... Oh, wait. How many cards do we have? So we can pack first. Let's see. We'll pack first. We still have space. If we need to embrace, we can embrace. Woo! Legendary. I don't want that legendary. I don't want to discard. That's maybe a card. Actually, Wind Fury, yeah, we can do... Oh my goodness. Stormwatcher DinoSized? That's not a bad combo, is it? Restore 5 health to a minion and to your hero. We can go Embrace. Blinding Heal. Yeah, I'm fine with taking 5. We'll do that. This way, face way, other face way. I'll hang on to this just in case of... Just in case that we get other bad things happening to us. Like, if case we get Dirty Ratted. Maybe we can get, you know, the 2-2. Or even the 3-8. 3-8's pretty strong. I just don't want to lose all these real cards. If you Battle Rage into a... Oh, there we go. Slamming just to save yourself. Oh my goodness. I don't want to get excited here, but I feel not awful right now. I feel awful again. I definitely feel awful again. Do we have lethal? Do we have lethal? Stealth? Wait, does that mean we can attack? Do I have lethal? 10, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, so good. Double minions health. Wait, hold on. This is just 10, right? Set attack and thing to 10. Yeah, we're good here. Pretty sweet. How was I counting? What was that counting that I just did? That's okay. I'm still setting that low every time. Oh, it's setting to 10, not 10 plus 4. I did the 10 plus 4. Sorry. I got excited with how DinoSized was going to work for us. Dirty Rat Brawl, let this guy win. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So much value. I think we win here. This is lethal, right? Oh, super lethal. Super lethal. There was a delay. I thought I messed it up again. I was like, I can't mess it up that time. Okay, that's going to be the last game for this video. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're having a little bit of fun with Elemental Shaman, or Elemental Priest. Oh, get these Shamans out of my mind. This Elemental Priest deck, super fun. I'm digging it. We're going to keep playing it a whole bunch. Hopefully have some more videos, more shenanigans like this. That's super fun. I love these packs. Thanks for hanging out with me, everyone. Hopefully I learned the deck a little bit better so there's less misplays. I apologize if there are. Point them out to me. I always love that. Even when, even if I comment on it myself, let me know if you catch it before I do, because I know I catch it when I watch back before I comment on it. Thanks for hanging out with me, everyone. Keep your stick on the ice. I'll see you next time. Hit that big red subscribe button.